What's up, everybody? My name's Parasite. Welcome back to the Jose Mourinho Challenge with Barcelona. Today we got Inter Milan in the second leg of the Champions League quarterfinal and Valencia in the Copa del Rey final. And I think I've done it. I have fixed Barcelona. Our struggles away from home are now a thing of the past, as we've been absolutely tremendous recently. And with that, we currently sit top of the La Liga table, 10 points clear. We've got a chance to get to a Champions League semifinal, and we might get some silverware today because we have a good chance of winning the Copa del Rey final. After that comeback win against Manchester City in the first knockout round, we have been scoring for fun, even away from home. Our first two matches were at home, but again, we absolutely destroyed both Osasuna and Levante, beating Osasuna 5-0 with Luca Carna getting a brace, Vicente Ponzi with a goal, Boothby with a goal, and Busio with his first goal for the club. And I'm going to have to show you that goal because it's a goal I've not really ever seen before. It's not really the goal itself that was special, it was the assist. And it wasn't Alvarez's assist like it says it was. Busio assisted himself. This is the Gianluca Busio goal. And I'm not kidding when I say he assisted himself. He literally did. He passed it to himself and he scored a goal from it. It gave it to Alvarez, but I mean, if you could ever give a player his own assist, this would have been the case. So the play starts with Oscar in the attacking third, finds Alvarez, who does find Busio, who plays a through ball to himself. Played the through ball and then just ran on it and put it in the back of the net at the near post against the goalkeeper. I have literally never seen anything like that. So that was a pretty cool way to finish off a dominant 5-0 victory. And then it only got a little bit better as we beat Levante 6-0 with Luca Carna getting 4 goals and a 10 rating. Eritz Larinaga getting 4 assists and also a 10 rating. Larinaga specifically, I mean Carna as well too, but Larinaga has been absolutely tremendous. He has been just amazing. One of the best creative strikers I have used, especially in this FM. I mean, his assists are just fantastic. He's still scoring a decent amount as well. And just his link of play in general has been just absolutely tremendous. He has been fantastic. After that, we did have a 3-game run all the way from home. And like I said, we scored for fun. 4 goals, and 5 goals. If only we weren't so bad defensively against Inter Milan, it would have been a pretty dominant string of games. But starting off with Cadiz, it was a 4-1 win, and their only goal was a penalty. Cabell's this time getting a hat trick. Larinaga getting a goal and an assist or 2. I think he had 2 assists. 9.9 rating for Cabell's, 8.1 for Larinaga. Again, they've both been tremendous. And then the Inter Milan game, which, I mean, we're scoring. We're attacking-wise, we're very good away from home now. Defensively against the better teams, we have struggled a bit. Obviously, we conceded 5 against Manchester City away from home, and then 3 against Inter Milan. But going forward, we were just so good. Larinaga with a hat trick this game. Carna with another goal, assisted by Eritz Larinaga, who gets another 10 rating, his second in the last 3 matches. Salisu and Martinez and Brenner scoring the goals for Inter Milan, who, I mean, they are very good. Martinez and Brenner, very, very good strike partnership. But yeah, we were just so good going forward, and we were the much better team and deserved the victory. Then we finished off the stretch with a 5-0 win away from home. Scorelines like that are pretty commonplace when we're at home, but away from home, that is new territory. We were playing Alaves, who aren't very good, but we had struggled away from home against bad teams. Well, no longer. We are absolutely dominant right now. Larinaga getting another goal, Gabels with another brace, Zaniolo with a brace. Right now, we've got 3 elite strikers playing at the top of their game, and we are scoring goals for fun. But we've not just been good going forward. At least in the league, we've been really good defensively as well. Unai Simon is now at an 83% save percentage in La Liga, which is the second best of any player currently in the league. He has been very good, almost as advertised. Obviously, in the Champions League, it's not quite as good, only 58%, but he has conceded 8 goals in 2 matches, and they weren't all his fault. Maybe he could have saved 1 or 2, but it's mostly at the fault of our defending, which has been pretty awful in some of these matches. If we look at the player stats for the league in terms of save percentage, top is Benyat Zabala, who actually was sold in January. 96%, it was insane. Like, he was on an insane run, but it's only half of a season of stats. Sluggett is at 85%, and then there's Unai Simon at 82. Comparing him to Diego Quillay, who is at 68, that is a massive improvement. And not only is his save percentage that much better, but his expected goals prevented is much better as well. 2.42 for Unai Simon, while Quillay was at almost -1. So yeah, Unai Simon has been a massive improvement. When we look at the Champions League, obviously we got Inter as our opposition for the quarterfinal, which is a decent draw. If we look all the teams that advanced in the first knockout round, Feyenoord upset Milan. That was a pretty big one. Leipzig also beat Real Madrid, another pretty big upset. Chelsea did go through. They beat Lille. Obviously, we beat Man City. Bayern beat Red Star, pretty understandably. PSG beat Arsenal. Liverpool beat Rangers, of course they did. And unfortunately, Sporting lose out. They're actually the team that lost to Inter. They had a 2-0 home advantage. Then they went to Italy and they lost 4-0 to knock themselves out of the Champions League. In terms of the other draws for the quarterfinal, Liverpool got PSG and they have beat them 5-3 on aggregate, so they will be in the semifinal. Feyenoord also got Leipzig, which obviously I wanted one of those two, but it's the second best thing for them to play each other because it guarantees one of those bad teams are going to be in the semifinal. And it's going to be Feyenoord as they beat Leipzig 5-3 on aggregate. The other ones are Chelsea and Bayern, Chelsea with a 3-1 advantage, and then us and Inter, obviously we have a 4-3 advantage after the away leg. So now we're going home with an advantage, and we don't lose at home. So we should be getting to the semifinal. And obviously that has also been drawn, and, well, we wanted Feyenoord or Leipzig, obviously, and we got them. So we will be playing Feyenoord if we can get past Inter today, while Chelsea or Bayern are going to be taking on Liverpool. In the Copa del Rey, obviously Valencia beat Atletico Madrid to get to this final, and it was on away goals. The first leg was 2-2 at Madrid, and then the second leg was 0-0 when Valencia was at home. And so on away goals, Valencia goes through to see us in the final. But before we get that chance to win some more silverware, we've got Inter Milan in the Champions League quarterfinal, looking to get to the third semifinal for Barcelona in this save, and then hopefully do a little bit better, as they've not made it to a final so far in this series. And that's going to be our goal, and we should be able to do it taking on Feyenoord. But first, we have to beat Inter Milan. The last time we faced them in the Champions League was actually with Sporting, and it was in the semifinal of the Champions League, and it was actually the season in which we won the Champions League with Sporting. So hopefully we can beat them here and then go on to do the same thing, but with Barcelona. In terms of the tactic and the squad for this one, we are going to go with our normal home tactic. Even though we do have an advantage, we are just so good playing this, both going forward and defensively. So I don't think there's any reason to not use it. We are going to do a little bit of rotation, though, especially in attack. With Larinaga, he's been tremendous, but we're going to see if we can give him a little bit of a break. Obviously, we don't need goals, even though I would like to score them. So Alvarez is going to get the start, next to Luka Karna, who was rested for the last match. So he's going to start this one. We don't want to put out too weak of a squad. Cucurella, a left mid with Trent, a right mid, trying to be a little bit more defensive on the wings. Adli and Ricardo through the middle with Kamara as the holding midfielder. Ponzi, Leon, and Nianzu in the back. And then Simon in net. On the bench, that leaves Mark Guehi, Porro, Nico Williams, who's just got back from an injury, still needing a little bit of fitness. Boothby, Oscar Cabells, and Larinaga. Giving a few guys a little bit of a rest. Zaniolo, who's been absolutely tremendous. Nico, Araujo. Hopefully we won't be forced to pay for it. We have still won every single home game this season. Not won or drawn. We have won every single home game. And so Inter are going to have to buck that trend if they're going to get to a Champions League semifinal. But for us, all we need is a win or a draw, and we can start dreaming about a Champions League final. We're going to have a quick highlight to start this match. Only 30 seconds in, and we've got a throw in down this right-hand side. Trent's going to look for Karna with the ball in, but it's going to be headed right back to Trent. Again, looking for Luka Karna. He gets his head on this one, but he can't quite put it on target. We're now near the 26th minute, and it's going to be Inter Milan on the ball. Caicedo down this left-hand side. Aouar. They have plenty of real players on their team, including Barella and Aouar. And Dodo, I believe, is the Brazilian right back from Shakhtar. Barella back on the ball. I mean, it's almost all real players at this point, which is actually pretty impressive. Caicedo, I'm pretty sure that's Moises Caicedo. Gets blocked, goes to Barella, another block, and now can Adli spring in a counterattack. Dodo wins the tackle, but now it's Cucurella on the ball. We're not got a lot of men forwards, but Inter Milan are getting men back, and now Karna's down this wing. Not really the kind of position you want him to be in. You want him in the box, but the ball does fall to Julian Alvarez, but another block, this time from Inter. But we're going to pick it right back up. This is highly going to continue. Ricardo into Trent. Ricardo wins it. Trent, Karna, great chance, and he puts it away. That was a weird highlight. Just block after block after block. Eventually it falls to Luka Karna, and if he's onside, we've got an advantage 27 minutes in, and we do. We are now 2 goals up. And another highlight, 29th minute, free kick. Luka Karna heads this down, looking for Leon, but it's going to get cleared away, but only to Cucurella, who's going to find Sergio Ricardo. Once again, we have looked the dominant force in this team in this game to start. Ponzi's found from Luka Karna. Can he put a ball in, or are they going to call that a foul? It looked really, really light. I don't think that should be a penalty, but based on the match engine, based on what I've seen so far, it probably will be. Is it going to be a pin? No. Okay. It's actually outside the box. I thought it was for sure inside. They did call it a foul. It's just not a penalty. I mean, I think it's pretty fair they don't call that a penalty. It was never a penalty, but we've got another chance here. Adli from the throw-in down this right-hand side is going to go back to Mohamed Kamara. Back to Ponzi. Now he's got plenty of space to run into. Can he do something here? He got his first goal from wide center back a couple matches ago. Now can he get an assist? But no, it's intercepted. Dodo, down this right-hand side. They've got plenty of attacking players. Lautaro Martinez, Brenner, both tremendous goal scorers. So we always going to have to stay on our game defensively. They can score at any moment. Skriniar back to another real player, Salisu. Caicedo. Do they have a single non-real player in their team? I don't know if they do. They don't have a single region in their starting 11. Trent does win it, though, and he finds Luca Carna. Header goes over, though. That was close. I just had to look at their squad, and they have one region, and it's their goalkeeper, Odegaard. Everyone else is a real player, and we're like 10, 11, 12 seasons in. Okay. Adley, another real player, and a tremendous effort. An absolute rocket from just inside the box. And it goes right into that far corner, and their goalkeeper, Odegaard, stood no chance. Sergio Ricardo finds Adley on this little throw-in routine, and what a finish that is. We are now up 2-0, 6-3 on aggregate. And that's how we're going to go into halftime. It looks like we're getting through this leg. I figured we'd be able to do so because we have that advantage away from home, and we are just so ridiculously good at home. Maybe not the best example of that so far today. We do have the 2 goals, but in terms of the actual performance, it's not been completely one-sided like it usually is. Got our first highlight of the second half, and it's another throw-in for us down this left-hand side now, but starting in our own area. Adley's going to look for a long ball to Luca Carna, and he is in behind the defense, but they're getting men back. He's got a lot to do here, and he does it. What a finish that was. The power and the placement were absolutely perfect. A through ball behind their back line. I'm sure they're trying to play pretty high, trying to press pretty high. They need goals, but we caught him a little bit on the counterattack. Luca Carna, ball in behind. He doesn't always score from this angle, but that was a very, very good finish into the top of the net. And it is now 3-0, 7-3 on an aggregate. I think we can rest our starters. 63 minutes now. We've got another highlight. Looking for a long ball to Carna once again. This one doesn't quite come off. And now a former Barcelona player, Elias Akamak, is on the ball, but eventually goes back to Milan Skriniar. Finds Caicedo. They have to score now if they stand any chance, and they don't really stand much of a chance anyways. Barella, out to Dodo, ball in to Brenner. Where's their chance? And if he's onside, they've got 1 goal back, but they still need quite a few goals. But is it onside? I can't really say for sure. This is going to be interesting. It is offside. Got to feel for Inter a little bit. They finally have their first real chance, and it's not going to count. We've now pulled out all of our main starters. We've pulled everything back. We're just looking to see this game out. It looks like we are going through to a Champions League semifinal. And we're going to be taking on Feyenoord. So we have to be pretty confident about getting to the final. We really should. We should not be losing to Feyenoord, especially how we're playing against everyone else in the world. But it could be a late goal here from Inter. They still have some time, but they need to score quite a bit. It looks like this one is going to count. I think this one is going to be onside. Brenner's going to finally get his goal, but it might be too little too late. They need 3 goals. There is 4 minutes of added time. I don't think it's going to happen. We've now got a throw in. We might just get another. Ponzi's going to find Ricardo. Cucurella. Gabel's on the pitch for Carna, even though he is on a hat trick. I still want to rest Carna here. He's going to start in the Copa del Rey final. Cucurella at the ball from Pedro Porro. He's got another chance to put it in. Instead, he goes back for Ponzi, who's not going to get there. Darami intercepts. Now ours on the ball. Can they score here? We should be able to intercept this, and we do. It's Leon. Are we going to score now? Not a great ball from Pedro Porro. Looking for Gabel's. Now it's another long ball, but another one that's going to be intercepted. Ponzi now picks this up. He's going to have plenty of time to find his man. It's Boothby dropping deep. Into Cucurella, back to Ponzi. Inside to Boothby one more time. Finds Gabel's on the turn. Now he's looking for Sergio Ricardo. Can he get there? He can. Can he get the goal? He can't. He puts it wide. And we're going to see the resulting goal kick. I mean, this is what Inter Milan need. If they have any chance of coming back and getting 3 goals, we're going to have endless highlights here for the last 4 minutes. And it is unlikely. Ponzi now on the ball. We're just looking to waste a little bit of time, see this game out. We should be good, right? Like, we've struggled a little bit defensively away from home, but at home, we have been dominant all season long in both phases. Bastoni does intercept this to find Salisu. Caicedo. This is going to be an actual highlight. It's intercepted by Nianzu, Ponzi, Boothby, Cucurella, Gabel's. I mean, if any team looks like scoring, it looks like it's Barcelona. Bells with the ball in. Alvarez, and it is. Alvarez gets his goal, and now it is 4-1. Just a dominant performance once again by Barcelona at the Camp Nou. And there's just going to be one last highlight. A ball in the box from Alvarez. It's going to be cleared. Brenner, it's not going to matter. This game is over. They now need 4 goals. 3 wasn't going to happen. 4, definitely not going to happen. There's less than a minute left. Now we're just seeing this game out. Am I on extended highlights or something? No, we're on key. It's just been pretty hectic so far in these last couple of minutes. I mean, obviously they're pushing forward. They have to do anything they need to get a goal. It doesn't really matter how bad they lose by. They're still going to get knocked out. So they kind of just have to push for trying to get these 4 goals, which, again, isn't going to happen. Alvarez looks for Gabels, but it's intercepted by Akamak, Nwosu, Salisu, Skriniar. They don't even look like they have much desire anymore. I mean, everyone knows this game is over, and apparently so does Nianzou, because he just stopped running, and they nearly do get a second goal, but a pretty poor effort there with an open net. But the game's going to be over. It's going to be the goal kick. As soon as he touches this, it should just blow the whistle. And we'll be through to the Champions League semifinal. Come on, ref. What is the point at this point? We're 4-1 up. 8-4 in aggregate. You can blow your whistle now. I mean, come on. Does he want us to score another? Okay, no, there it goes. We have won in a dominant fashion. Not the most dominant performance, but, I mean, we were really clinical today. So we are through to the Champions League semifinal. And Feyenoord have done a tremendous job to get to the semifinal. It's probably the first ever Champions League semifinal for Feyenoord. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. But unfortunately for them, they're going to run into the buzzsaw that is Barcelona, and they're likely to get absolutely humiliated. But we can't really be thinking ahead to the Champions League semifinal, because we've got a competition that we really need to win, and it is the Copa del Rey. We've got the final against Valencia. We need to win the league. We need to win the Copa del Rey. Looks like we might have a pretty good chance of doing it this season, but we're going to have to finish the job. All right, it is finally time for the Copa del Rey final. And this is going to be a big one. Obviously, in some part, this is going to determine what I do at the end of the season. If we win this today, and if we go on to win La Liga, then in the offseason, we'll look to make our final move to Italy, Germany, or France, because we'll have won everything we needed to win in Spain with Barcelona. But if we lose, obviously we'll be staying here with Barcelona for one more season, which is not necessarily ideal. Not that I don't like this team or this league. I mean, I've really grown fond of this Barcelona team. But we are very close to completing the Jose Mourinho challenge. If we can get it done today and get it done to finish this season, we'll be that much closer to wrapping this series up. So a lot is riding on this game. Because of that, I'll be going with an extremely strong squad. It is obviously a neutral venue. We are actually playing at the Santiago Bernabeu, but I'm going to be playing our home tactic. We are just so good playing this at home usually, but I feel like in a neutral site, we still should be better playing this than any of our other tactics. And it's got all of our best players in this squad. Carter and Larinaga up top. Larinaga been absolutely out of this world recently. Carter been pretty good as well. Nico Williams on the left wing. Trent on the right wing. Adley and Zaniolo, just a tremendous midfield partnership. Nico in that holding role. Obviously, they don't get the best ratings, deep lying playmakers, especially defensive ones, in defensive midfield. But I feel like he's been pretty solid for us. And then the back line. Ponzi, who's really flourished as a wide center back. We used him a decent amount as a fullback, and he's never been that tremendous. But as a wide center back, he's been really good. Araujo next to him, Nianzou next to him, and then Simon, who's been a huge upgrade for us in net. And on the bench, if we need him, we have plenty of game changes as well. Guys like Pedro Porro, who's been really good. Guys like Cucurella, maybe a little bit up and down, but on his game, he is extremely good. Oscar has been a great player for us. Obviously, he's getting up there in age. His physicals are starting to fall off, but he's still a tremendous creator from the midfield. And then Gabels, who's been an absolutely amazing third striker for us. So let's go out there and win even more silverware for Barcelona. This is a competition they have won 3 times in this series. But last year, they actually lost to Bilbao in extra time. But I'm here now, and my goal is to win this. The fans deserve a trophy, so let's go and win it for them. Valencia might be struggling in the league this season, but in this kind of match, you could throw league form out the window. This is a final. This is a Copa del Rey final. So we're going to see the absolute best from them. So we're going to have to be at our absolute best as well. Defensively, we're going to have to be locked in for all 90 minutes. In possession, we cannot afford to be sloppy today. We're going to have to stay focused and make good decisions out there. And going forward, it's pretty simple. We need to take our chances. We know we're going to create some, but we've got to put them away if we're going to win this match. But more importantly than anything else, we need to believe in ourselves and believe in our teammates. We know what we're able to do as individuals, and we know what we're capable of as a team. So go out there and show everyone what you're capable of and bring that trophy back to Barcelona. 7 minutes in, we've got our first highlight, and it is a goal kick forced Valencia. Seeing if they can build from the back here. Diakabi's going to go out wide to Lesko, back to Diakabi. Can we win the ball here and go on an attack of our own? They're going to go back to their goalkeeper. Looks like they're going to be pretty focused on playing off of the back, but they do eventually have to go long because of our pressure from the front. And that's what we want to see. Ponzi wins it, and he's going to look for Larinaga. He's been so good as a creator, but unfortunately gives this one away, but a bad mistake from the Valencia defense, and we pounce on it. It is Yassine Adli. He's usually more of a creator for us, but he can score the odd goal, and that was a very good finish. We're just 7.5 minutes in. We've already got a lead. Good start. Obviously, it was a lot thanks to a mistake from Valencia, but you forced those mistakes as well. That is as much on us as it is on Valencia, especially Diakabi, who gave the ball away there. But we're 12 minutes in now, and now it's Valencia looking for an attack. They're on our side of the pitch for the first time. Now Hugo Guillamon's going to find Carlos Soler. Back to Guillamon, into Abde. He might be another former Barcelona player if that's the right guy. And if it is, he just got an assist in the Copa del Rey final. And just like that, Valencia are right back in it. Man, this game is not going to make it easy. Nico Williams almost picked up a knock like immediately as the game started. I was hoping he'd see through it, but that's not going to be the case. He's going to have to come out with a red injury. In terms of the substitution, I could bring in Cucurella. He's kind of the natural replacement there. But we're at level. We need goals. We need to be creative. And so I'm going to put Zaniolo on that left wing. He is left-footed. His physicals might not be the best anymore, but he's still good enough. And lets me bring in Oscar as a submit on attack, and he's been one of our better players this season. Game started pretty quickly, but it's died off quite a bit. We're now in the 33rd minute, and we might have a goal from a corner, and I don't know why that wouldn't count. Maybe someone was in the way of the goalkeeper. Says Trent might have been in an offside position. Hopefully this one's going to count, though. I think it is, hopefully, fingers crossed. And it is. We do get our second goal, and it's Oscar, newly on the pitch, who gets the assist from the corner. And it is Nianzou, I think, who wins it. Actually, okay, I see. So it fell to Trent, actually. Nianzou wins the header, but Trent, on the goal line, basically, puts it in the back of the net. And so as long as we can hold on to this lead, we'll have the lead going into halftime, 2-1. But there is going to be one more highlight, looks like. And it's going to be us this time, building out from the back. Ponzi, as this wide center back, so going to look to drive forward. He's got plenty of space to work with. Zaniolo on the inside, but he looks for a direct ball to Karna, and it's not going to come off. Diakate intercepts, but we continue to put pressure on him. And so they have to go long once again. We should win this. That's Araujo. Brings it down. Now he's going to look to find a way to dribble forward. Goes back to Nianzou. Inside to Adli, Trent, Larinaga. I love him dropping deep, and I love that kind of pass. He has shown that pass so much recently, and it usually ends in a goal. Unfortunately, this time, the shot was saved from Luca Karna. And so we're going to go into halftime. Wait, one last highlight. This is for sure the last highlight of the first half. We've got the 2-1 lead, but Valencia are on the ball from the throw-in. Candel is in behind down this left-hand side. He's only got a few men in the box, and he finds one. And it's the player who got the assist. He is the former Barcelona player, Abdi. And now he's got an assist and a goal. It looked like we're going to go into halftime with the advantage, but no. A very late equalizer from Abdi. And so it looks like we're actually going to halftime 2-2. That's such a frustrating one to concede, but Valencia have been pretty solid today. They've had 6 shots, and they've done well with them, putting 5 of the 6 on target. But they only have 0.73 XG and 2 goals, while we already have nearly 2 XG. We've been the better team. We're going to need to show it in the second half, because that first half wasn't good enough. First highlight here in the second half, and we're going to look to build out from the back. 58th minute, Araujo, Nico's going to go back to Simon. Going to go back out to Araujo. I don't want us to be kicking the ball long here, but we look for Trent Alexander-Arnold, and it's just laziness. Trent just waiting for the ball to get to him, not attacking it, and they intercept. And now it might be a Valencia attack. Ball through on goal. Fortunately, not the greatest of finishes this time. Simon is there to collect, but that is a danger sign. Deep free kick now. Araujo's going to head this away. Is Nico going to pick it up? I think he is. Now can we create something here? Larinaga, down this right-hand side. Can he find the ball? He's going to cut inside. Going to go back to Trent. Now we're going to slowly build out from the back now. Trent's going to cut inside. I haven't given him this kind of freedom. I want him to just hold down the touch line. He's far too talented. So I want to kind of give him a lot of creative freedom. But unfortunately, maybe we gave him too much because he gave the ball away. And now this could be another Valencia attack. Soler. Going to go back to Hugo Guillamon. Back to Diakate. Guillamon. Looking for the ball, but fortunately, Araujo is now there to intercept. Defensively, I don't think we've been good enough. Just far too sloppy at times. I mean, their last goal, we had 5 guys in their box. They had 2, and they still found the one man for the goal. Now Adli has a chance to give us the lead back. He already got 1 goal, but he can't quite put this one on target as he hits the post. 78th minute. We need to score here. It's still 2-2. Ball in. Looking for Ponzi. He's not going to win that. He's like 5'8". But it is going to fall to Nico. Of course, I've talked up Larinaga, and he's been the worst player on the pitch so far today. Awesome. Just what I wanted. Nico, can he find the pass? It goes for Araujo, inside to Adli. He's been really good today. Larinaga, not going to get to that. The passing has not been good enough. We've just been giving the ball away far too much, either overhitting it, underhitting it, or just hitting it right to a Valencia player. Diakabi, let's see if they can play out from the back this time. But it's intercepted by Zaniolo. But they win it right back, but it falls right to Karna. Now, Larinaga, a chance to make up for it. He was the worst player on the pitch. Well, that's about to change, because he's now got the goal to give us the advantage. He'd missed a few opportunities, but I don't feel like he'd been playing that poorly. There were a couple chances that probably should have been assists that Luka Karna couldn't put away. This time it's the opposite. It's Luka Karna with a through ball to Larinaga, who gets on the end of it, and then a good finish into the bottom corner. Now we've got a lead, but we need to hold on. The last 2 times we took the lead, Valencia immediately equalized. Well, we might have a chance to make it a 2-goal advantage now, as Ponzi, the deep free kick, finds Ponzi at the back post. But is he onside? I don't know. If he is, I think we can start lifting that trophy. If he's not, well, we don't have to worry about that because he is onside. We now are up 4-2, and it is fully deserved. We've been the much better team. I feel like Valencia have been a little bit fortunate to get their 2 goals, but it looks like it might not matter. Looks like we might be lifting the Copa del Rey. 4 minutes of added time, and I don't think it's going to be enough. Valencia are not going to come back this time, and we are going to win the Copa del Rey in our first season as Barcelona manager. 4-2 in the end. Not as good defensively. Once again, when we're not at home against these decent teams, we have struggled defensively, and it kind of continued today. But we are just so good going forward, it just doesn't matter. Now let's lift this trophy. I think it's Sergio Araujo who's going to be lifting this, our captain, and we've done it. One part of our journey here with Barcelona is complete. We've won the Copa del Rey. Now it's up to the La Liga.
Congratulations, Ryan. Tell us what winning the Copa del Rey means to you.
I'm just so happy that everyone's getting rewards for all the hard work they put in. And not just the players either. Everyone associated with this club has worked hard to bring us to this point, and it's great to get the rewards for it. But more importantly, I'm just happy to bring this trophy home to Barcelona, to our fantastic fans who've been nothing but supportive of us. It is pretty amazing what we've achieved this season. With the amount of struggles we had especially. The fact we were away from was so bad for so long. And yet, we still have a good chance to win the Liga. We've just won the Copa del Rey. We've won the Supercopa de España. And we're in a Champions League semi-final. This could end up being an extremely good season. The best season for Barcelona in this series. And it might be my first and last season with Barcelona. Fortunately, we've just gotten hot right when we need to. Right there at the end of the season. And we are definitely hot. It is now 9 consecutive wins. We're in a Champions League semi-final against Feyenoord. We've won the Copa del Rey. And we have a chance of winning La Liga against Real Madrid in El Clasico. We currently have a 10-point advantage. And as long as both of us don't drop any points before that match, if we beat Real Madrid, we lift La Liga. I want the title to come down to that day. But it's going to mean Real Madrid are going to have to win both of their next matches. They've got Celta Vigo next, away from home, but Celta Vigo aren't very good. But then they have Atletico Madrid, and they are 3rd in the league. Fortunately for Real Madrid, they're at home, but it's a Madrid derby. It's not going to be easy, and they cannot draw because we're probably not going to drop points either. And I really want it to come down to this match. In El Clasico, at the Camp Nou, to win the Liga, there's nothing better. And that will be next episode. We'll be taking on Real Madrid in El Clasico at the Camp Nou, hopefully with a chance to win the league with a win. And I want that to be the case. I don't want them to drop points. I don't want it to be anticlimactic and for us to win because of our win against Sporting and they drop points against Atletico Madrid. It just wouldn't feel right. To win the league against Real Madrid at home, that would be ideal. And hopefully that'll be the case. The second match will probably be Feyenoord in the second leg of the Champions League semifinal. So we'll have a chance to win the league and get to a Champions League final. The first for Barcelona in this series. 7 trophies down, 3 to go. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.